So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
This is of course the Estadio Banorte, a stadium that evokes so many memories. You need only look back at the commemorative bronze plaques of the game of the century, the goal of the century. Spain have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
So that's got things underway. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that's a throw-in. Rodri. Looking for a runner. Fabian Ruiz. Rodri. And it's Llorente. Yamal is wide and looking to get onto this. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Yamal. Pedri. Yamal. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And here's Oyarzabal. And here's Yamal. Yamal!
Lamine Yamal really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Nico Williams. Mikel Oyarzabal. And that's really well manoeuvred. Ronaldo, Alex Grimal, great chance! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. It's a pretty loose pass. Pedri. And here's Yamal. And it's Pedri. Can he finish? And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
That has been slung wide. And the pass is intercepted. Nico Williams is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Aimed beyond the defence. And he whips it in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo
We
reglamentario.
are into overtime. He's looking wide. And it's half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Solid,
Los
very
futbolistas
solid,
ya están
actually,
entrando
Peter.
al campo de
They
juego.
haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Away we go again.
Spain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And he welcomes it in. Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Not the most accurate pass. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's following up! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Spain really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Fabian Ruiz does well to get it back. Grimaldo receives it in a good position here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Pedri being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Picked out brilliantly. And it's Ruiz. And here's Yamal. Yamal! Goal! They've done it! Finally, they've broken through. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
De España, convertido en el minuto 67. Número 19.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Played towards the front line.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Pedri, just a quarter of an hour to play. Oyarzabal, and into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Spain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Looking for the run, and he's in on goal. eFootball showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Can he get it through? Neither of these two want to come off second best. Is there any support? He might not need it. Goes for a shot! Oh, good finish! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Cabo Verde can make their change now with a break in play.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Spain have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Works it forward. Now it's eFootball. Spread out to the left. Nickel Williams provides. Can he finish? Fabian Ruiz has given away a free kick. And time is up. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Pedri taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were